college basketball. Freedom Hall as
brings it down. Now the Irish go low, get the first bucket and one. Go to the free throw line.
Coach McGraw could not have asked for a better start. She was afraid her team would be nervous. How do they start the game? With a steal, get inside, good decision making, nice passing. This Notre Dame team very unselfish, and now a chance for an and one. Coach McGraw was afraid that her team was going to come in, have a few turnovers, a few missed buckets because they'd be so anxious about this game.
They start out with a three-point play, and the foul was on the freshman Angie Bjorklund of Tennessee.
You'll see all different kinds of zones from Notre Dame today. You'll see the three-quarter court, 1-3-1, the 2-3 matchup. One thing, when the ball goes into the post, to Parker or anyone else, they're going to get double and triple team.
Another Notre Dame steal. Again, Talia Gaines brings it down. Here's Barlow on the outside. Irish looking to pound it in low if they can. Muffin McGraw told us, Rebecca, she said, we've got to play zone on defense because we can't guard Candace Parker. I don't know if anybody can.
Candace Parker, one of the best players, not only ever in college basketball, but right now one of the best players in the world, and that includes WNBA players.
A runner doesn't go for Ashley Barlow, and here come the Vols the other way. Notre Dame doubling up on the ball. A lot of strength inside. Here's Candace Parker. They're quick to triple her. Now the freshman Bjorklund strokes a three.
Angie Bjorklund, three-point basket.
She started every game, Angie Bjorklund from Spokane Valley, Washington. Game tied at 3-all.
Tennessee starting out in their man-to-man pressure.
Good block by Nikki Anisicki. The Vols looking to take the lead. Again, the freshman sharpshooter shoots and drills. Another three. Bjorklund with 6 quick points and a Tennessee 6-3 lead.
When Tennessee won the national championship last year, Sydney Spencer was their threat from the outside. Bjorklund's come in as a freshman, taking over that role well. Not only a great three-point shooter, not afraid to take it.
Here's Schrader on the outside. Tennessee real good at doubling the ball. They put pressure on. See the shot clock winding down now to 5 seconds. Ball on the way, rims out, rebound to Notre Dame, tipped away, and the Vols come up with it. Now it's out back outside to Notre Dame. Sherelle Allen. Talia Gaines with the ball. Her brother is a standout on the Notre Dame football team, Jashad Gaines. He's a sophomore defensive back. Notre Dame trying to free up the arc here, Rebecca. And then a drive by Sherelle Allen from Monessen, Pennsylvania, and the Irish are back to within one.
Notre Dame plays this four-guard Princeton-type offense. A lot of spacing creates room for guards to penetrate, finish, or dish.
Rebound tipped out. Anisicki lost a shoe down her end, and now driving the other way, going to the basket, and they're going to rule last touch by Notre Dame. Ashley Barlow going to the basket, lost the ball, it's ruled.
Credit Anisicki, she was still running down the floor pretty hard. Had to be slippery with just the one sock and the one shoe.
For loss of a shoe, a horse was lost, and so on to the... I don't think this is going to decide the battle, though. And right now, it's a 6-5 game, Tennessee. 17:06 to play in the first half. There is Pat Summitt, a storied figure in women's college basketball in her 34th year at Tennessee. 17 Final Fours, 7 national championships, and Muffet McGraw, a revered figure in Notre Dame women's basketball in her 21st year with the Irish. He coached them to the 2001 national championship, led by the great Ruth Riley. Pull-up jumper, rebound down to Anisicki. And Anisicki outworking everybody. Nikki Anisicki from Staten Island, New York, has her first points, and Tennessee again goes to a 3-point lead.
Anisicki, a terrific rebounder. She's a great athlete in her own right. At her size, she can defend pretty much any position on the floor. That's her job, to score by getting second chances on the offensive glass.
Rudely rejected by Candace Parker is Erica Williamson.
Nikki Anisicki is just big and strong and has a nose for the rebounds, and she gets in, stays after her own shot. There's not a whole lot you can do with that except box out.
Rebecca, the Irish work a good inbounds play. The cutter coming across was Schrader, and she lays it in. And the Irish are back to within one. Lindsay Schrader, who missed last season with a knee injury, an 11-point score for Notre Dame on the average. Whether Notre Dame really collapsing on the ball.
Whenever the ball goes into the post player will be double or triple teamed, and that is why it is key for Bjorklund and Hornbuckle to be able to hit that outside shot. The post is going to draw so much attention, it's going to leave somebody open on the perimeter.
And the person left open was Alexis Hornbuckle, who is having a great year. Tennessee is 3 for 3 on three-point field goals to start the game. And here's the rebound down to the freshman Bjorklund. She's really good. Plays like a senior. Ball tipped down low to be back inbound to the Lady Vols. So with 15:34 to play in the first half, Tennessee's out to a 4-point lead.
You know, just caulking around old windows can save you lots of money.
Could I try that?
Just one compact fluorescent bulb can save $30.
You know, sealing and insulating your home, you can save a lot of money on your heating and cooling bill.
For more information on energy-saving products and projects, just visit Lowe's.com/energy.
Lowe's has more Energy Star appliances in stock than anyone. Really save you some big bucks.
Lowe's. Let's build something together.
Morning. I appreciate someone who's willing to listen. Hey! Check the air in the ball. Someone I can count on for great coverage. Somebody's got to get to the basket. That's why my go-to guy is my State Farm agent.
For car insurance, nobody matches State Farm's combination of personal service and low rates.
Even I can't argue with that.
Get a quote today and see how your insurance matches up to number one.
Like a good neighbor?
State Farm is there.
Give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you.
To help avoid dental problems, my dentist gives me Act Restoring Mouthwash.
Act restores minerals to soft spots and strengthens enamel up to 2 times harder.
My breath is great, and so are my checkups.
Act Restoring Mouthwash, the one dentists believe in.
Mucinex DM breaks up mucus and quiets coughing. Mucinex DM, you've ruined my beauty sleep. And it lasts for 12 hours. Mucinex in, mucus out.
CBS Sports coverage of NCAA women's basketball is sponsored by Icy Hot. Gets icy to dull the pain, then hot to relax it away. By TGI Fridays, where the famous 3-course menu is back. Give me more Fridays. And by Mitsubishi Motors. And we're back to Notre Dame, the exterior of the Joy Center. Inside sold out weeks ago. There's Muffet McGraw, Notre Dame's head coach, who said our success is determined by our defense. And so far, Rebecca, they've not defended the three-point line. Volunteers 3 for 3 from the arc. Here's another try. Bang again.
The one thing Coach McGraw told us yesterday, we must defend the three-point line. We're not a good three-point shooting team, so we can't trade baskets in that regard. They're focusing so much attention on the post players, it's left the perimeter open. That's going to have to change.
The Tennessee on a 14-4 run. The last 3 was by Angie Bjorklund. The freshman has 3 threes, leads all scorers with 9. Good drive to the rack, but can't get it down. Ball knocked away by Candace Parker, saves it inbounds. Gets it to Hornbuckle, the player who makes everybody on her team better, but not on that play. She throws it away.
Tennessee wants to see this game at a fast pace, though. They want to push the tempo. They want to score a lot of points. Notre Dame also scoring around 80 points a game, but they need to be a little bit better and more focused in their decision-making in the half court. Done a good job so far, but they can't be reckless if they do get the pace going up and down.
That's about the first thing that Tennessee has done wrong. Notre Dame needing a hit at this trip, and here's a steal by Tennessee. Baba takes it away, and she was fouled as Notre Dame having a little problem with composure now against this great volunteer team. Take CBS Sports with you wherever you go. Get live scores, stats, and even manage your fantasy team. Text SCORE to 99888 or go to mobile.cbssports.com. Foul was on Talia Gaines of Notre Dame. Finally, the Vols miss a three-point try, but get the offensive putback. Williamson with a block, and then a second try And there'll be a foul on Notre Dame.
In the paint, you had 3 Notre Dame jerseys and Nikki Anisicki, and she was still the one who was able to get the rebound. She just has an instinct to go to the glass and know where the ball's going to come off the rim.
He's a tremendous student also, Nikki Anisicki from St. Peter's on Staten Island, New York. I think she has 2, maybe 3 majors. Runs the full program and has played great basketball. She's a senior, averaging 9 points a game. And good at the line also as Anisicki hits them both for the season. She's only 59%. She has 4 points, and now Tennessee puts pressure on the Irish.
Picking up in the full court 1-2-1-1, and that's what Muffet McGraw said. We need to be able to handle that pressure. Notre Dame has not seen pressure at all this season until this game.
Barlow puts the 3 up, had a good open look, but can't get it to go on the Vols rebound. Here's Hornbuckle. Alexis Hornbuckle, she does make everybody better. She penetrates, unselfish, having a great year. And down low they go to the player of the year for the season ago. Candace Parker, her first points of the game, and the Vols out to an 11-point lead.
And there's nothing you can do with Candace Parker when she gets the ball down low. She's strong, she can jump, she's long. She's going to finish it there every time.
Right now, Tennessee is on a 10-0 run.
Candace Parker can face up. She knows where to move, where to go. She continues to work without the ball, puts herself in a position where she can finish. It's just an unbelievable talent, the size and the skill combination that she has.
Travel violation, turns it over, and here is the sensational freshman Bjorklund with her 4th 3 of the game. The Vols get better in the Joy Center there at their home court. It's unbelievable shooting, particularly by Bjorklund. 12 of Tennessee's 21 points.
Morning. I appreciate someone who's willing to listen. Hey! Check the air in the ball. Someone I can count on for great coverage. Somebody's got to get to the basket. That's why my go-to guy is my State Farm agent.
For car insurance, nobody matches State Farm's combination of personal service and low rates.
Even I can't argue with that.
Get a quote today and see how your insurance matches up to number 1.
Like a good neighbor?
State Farm is there.
Don Crickey with Rebecca Lobo back at Notre Dame, where Tennessee is off to a great start, hitting 5 of 6 3-pointers in this game to take a 14-point lead after the Irish led early. There is Sherelle Allen shooting off the bounce, but she is fouled behind the arc. She'll shoot 3.
Probably not the best shot early in the possession, but she gets a good result of it, getting to the free throw line.
Sherelle Allen is a very good free throw shooter, over 83% for the season. Notre Dame getting a much-needed free throw, and there is Sherelle Allen and Talia Gaines, the starting guards.
That's why Notre Dame's backcourt is so important. They've got a lot of experience there with those 2 seniors. Barlow only a sophomore, but she's got a lot of experience last year playing those minutes. These 2 players are key. They're going to have to face this pressure all day. They're going to have to make good decisions in the half court, find the gaps, penetrate, find one another. Notre Dame does not match up post play with Tennessee. The one place that they can try to stay in this game and be successful is with their guard play.
After the free throw miss, Vols get it down low. Hornbuckle, you can't play her too tight because she'll go by her with the dribble. Down low to Bjorklund, a dish nicely done inside. There'll be a foul call. Now a travel call against Tennessee. And the ball's back over to the Irish, who have trailed by as many as 14 points early on their home court today. At Summit told us she'll be interested to see if Notre Dame tries to run with us. Both these teams like to play fast.
Notre Dame hasn't had a chance to run because Tennessee's been hitting all those threes.
Offensive rebound is rejected from behind, and look at the putback on a foul on Tennessee. It's contentious underneath, just like we like it.
Yeah, exactly. Very physical play. And Notre Dame hasn't played particularly well so far, but they have not played scared at all. They're getting in there. They're being physical. They're going after the rebounds.
Foul on Alexis Fuller, who had 17 in the first half against DePaul the last time out for the Vols. When Candace Parker didn't start the game, she was late for curfew. So they held her out for the first half. So she came in and scored 17 in the second half.
She still got her numbers, and it didn't hurt the team in the first half as well. Pat Summitt said that was the first somewhat complete game her team has played all season, was the game the other day against DePaul.
And they won by a blowout score. Bjorklund with a good dish down low. Great ball movement by the Lady Vols, and they get the inside hoop to make it 23-10.
Candace Parker draws so much attention, and she is a great passer. Nice touch pass there. She knows when she gets it, she's not going to face one defender. She's going to face 2 or 3, so someone is going to be open.
Leck Leitner, a sophomore from South Bend. In the back line now for Notre Dame. Up when Irish get the ball inbounds. They're unable to get it down is Erica Williamson. And there's going to be a foul call on Notre Dame on the play. It was on Devereaux Peters, a freshman who's just come in.
The mark of a good team is a team that is unselfish and can pass the ball well. Both of these teams are that way. We've seen it with Candace Parker already.
Rebecca, how do you go about weaving your way back into the game against Tennessee if you're Notre Dame?
It all starts with defensive stops. You can't give up the three-point shot.
No sooner said. There's a defensive stop. All knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Bjorklund. So Tennessee, who went on a 10-0 run, now leads 23-10.
Hey, Derek, what's the deal with the special burger?
Why don't you try calling it by its proper name, Jason? It's called the Special Secret Double Deluxe Bistro Burger.
I'll be sure to do that. How do you make it?
Well, you get you some raw meat, you ball it up, and put it on a plate.
That sounds gross. Derek? Hey, man, I didn't mean... You want raw meat on a plate, you got it.
Switch to the network you can trust, AT&T. Get our exclusive smartphones, now only $99.99.
Bud Light is brewed to give you everything you want in a beer. Never-ending refreshment, superior drinkability, and now, the ability to walk through walls.
Told you we weren't going to get in.
What are we going to do now?
What are we going to do now?
We're going to do this.
Not good.
The ability to walk through walls no longer available in Bud Light. The endless refreshment, however, remains.
Bud Light keeps it coming.
I wonder where Jake is!
Thank you, Justice Man. You've done it again.
Righteous boy. I can't believe you would have a pizza delivered to the hidden crime lab.
Relax. Don't get your units all hopped up in the bunch. It's not delivery.
For fresh baked taste at home, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
And when am I going to get to ride the motorcycle?
Heartburn changes everything. Fortunately, so can new maximum strength Zantac 150 Cool Mint tablets. The heartburn stopping strength of Zantac, now with a refreshing hint of Cool Mint. So the suffering stops, and life starts. Heartburn? Attack it. Zantac.
Next up for the amazing race, Japan. The 4 remaining teams take on Japanese technology.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
All new race, CBS Sunday.
Tomorrow, the NFL on CBS puts on the AFC wild card as the Titans take on LT and the Chargers. The excitement begins with JB and company on a big playoff edition of the NFL Today at the special time of 4 o'clock Eastern. More people watch NFL games on CBS than any other network. They had a real tough ball game in Nashville back on December 9th. Did the Titans and the San Diego Chargers. An overtime win for San Diego, 23-17. And there was some ill feeling when that was over. It could carry over to tomorrow. I'm sure it will. Here's Barlow driving for Notre Dame. Loops it up short. Candace Parker rebounds and brings it up. From the corner. Tennessee can shoot the ball. They keep doing it. Alberta Augusti now has 4.
And right now, Candace Parker only has 2 points for this Tennessee team, but her presence on the floor is the reason all the perimeter players are getting the open shots. She's getting the attention from the zone, which is making the perimeter open.
Irish are back without a field goal for 5 minutes. Bjorklund of Tennessee, as they get down low, Erica Williamson Bjorklund has outscored Notre Dame 12-10. Bjorklund with the ball, freshman who has hit 4 threes early in the game. Down low, the beautiful move off the baseline, and it's up to a 17-point lead. Parker with 4.
And Don, that's what happens when you don't double team Candace Parker, is she just puts the ball on the floor, finishes, can go either way. You know, what are you going to give up? Are you going to continue to double her and give up the 3, or let her get her 2?
Irish have missed now 8 straight shots, but they will go to the line here.
And Parker, great patience, can go either way. And Devereaux Peters, only a freshman, but still a pretty solid defender on the block. There's just nothing you can do without help trying to defend Candace Parker in that spot on the floor.
Notre Dame now goes to the line. Barlow at the free throw line. The foul was on Hornbuckle, the first.
Notre Dame's struggling in their half-court offense. When they get to the line, they've got to hit these shots. They've been getting some good looks inside, haven't been able to finish. When you get to the free throw line, it's a must. You have to hit these in a game like this.
Ashley Barlow is a player they want on the line. She shoots 91%, but not there. And so Tennessee still holds the 17-point lead. The coach of the Irish was worried about the team being tight against this great Tennessee team. Now here's an outlet for Notre Dame. Irish running hard. Tennessee back to defend.
Muffin McGraw wants them to push the ball, but she said once they do push the ball, wants them to make the right decision. That shot right there by Leitner, probably not the right one. She's surrounded by 3 players all taller than she.
Muffin McGraw told us the key to this game and her team's game, game after game, is a right rebound and run the ball. Notre Dame 9 straight missed shots now to fall behind by 17. Sherelle Allen up in the air with no place to go, and she's called for a travel.
Notre Dame runs that Princeton offense. In the games that I've seen them play on tape, they get good cuts through the lane. They get good screens on the ball. When they've gotten in their half court, there hasn't been a lot of movement. That offense needs movement. It needs some dribble penetration. Haven't been able to get that.
Tennessee's practice here yesterday, they worked hard on double teaming the handoff. That's a lot of the basis of the Princeton offense. They hand the ball off to a cutter.
Double teaming and trapping, and Notre Dame just has not been able to quite get into that flow, and because they haven't gotten anything in transition either, that's why they only have 10 points.
9:45 to go. Down low to Parker. Turnaround move, rebound tipped out. And this freshman, who's absolutely brilliant today, Angie Bjorklund, gets the offensive rebound. He also hit 4 threes so far already, lead all scorers. He has outscored Notre Dame 12-10. Bobbitt. They all have it.
They're just killing them. They're moving, making the defense shift. Whenever you play a zone, move the ball side to side. Tennessee's doing that in textbook fashion. Crisp passes, making the defense shift, and then hitting the open shots.
Notre Dame's only loss this year was to Maryland, at Maryland. And the only loss for Tennessee was to Stanford. Lindsey Schrader goes down low. Devereaux Peters, who they think is the next big thing in women's basketball, Notre Dame, a freshman from Chicago Fenwick, gets her first 2 points.
In that offense, the wing screen and roll is there, or the pick and slip, and that's what Devereaux Peters did. Notre Dame, an unselfish team. If there's an open teammate, they will find her. They just haven't had many open teammates when they've been on the offensive end of the ball.
With a blocking foul called on Notre Dame as Bjorklund tries to drive the ball. Foul is on Talia Gaines. Monday, Dave's all new with Tom Hanks and Mike Huckabee, fresh from his Iowa win. Plus, will Dave shave his beard? All new Monday, only on CBS. Second foul on Talia Gaines, so she sits down.
Talia Gaines, a good decision maker for this team. Now will Tennessee pick up the pressure with Leitner in there having to handle more of the ball.
Vols call a timeout with 8:32 to play in the first half, and they're up 30-12.
This isn't about grabbing a bite. It's about a bite grabbing you. Because when Fridays gets a hold of your appetite, we're not letting go. We're gonna bring on the flavor until your taste buds explode like fireworks. We're gonna drizzle glazes and pour on smoky salsas. We're gonna pan fry, saute, and dream up dishes that have never been created before. 3 courses, new tastes, totally up to you for just $12.99. Friday's 3-course menu is back. Gimme more Fridays.
The difference in this game, Rebecca Lobo, has been the 3-point shot.
Well, Notre Dame not a good 3-point shooting team. They're 0 for 1. Tennessee 6 of 7.
6 of 7 threes. 4 by the freshman Bjorklund. This is Bjorklund with the ball. You got Devereaux Peters. Irish switching on this zone defense. They said they have to play zone because Candace Parker's just too good. You can't play man against her.
Not many teams can match up against Candace Parker.
Here's a ball nicely stolen by Vicky Ball, who's in the game. Lead pass down court. And somehow the Vols keep it. Get it out. The rebounded shot is taken down by Devereaux Peters, high school All-American from Chicago. Here is Sherelle Allen. They're driving it inside. A great move, a reverse by Sherelle Allen, who was a 13.5-point-a-game scorer. And the Irish cut it to 16. She has 6, Allen.
Allen very capable, averaged 17 points a game last season. They don't need her to score as much this year, so she hasn't been more of a pass maker.
Off the dribble. Bjorklund can't get it to go. And the Irish come away with the ball. Here's a long lead to the freshman Devereaux Peters. What a beautiful move to the basket by Peters. 6'2" forward. She has 4 off the bench. The Irish inch closer. Lady Vols still with a commanding lead. Notre Dame right now, though, is on a 6-0 run.
And Notre Dame coming out and playing a man-to-man. Candace Parker not in the game, can match up a little bit better.
Here come the Irish again after a steal. Lindsey Schrader doubled up. Lead driving to the basket and getting it up and down. Devereaux Peters, they talked about she could be one of our great ones before she's done. Certainly looks at early going here. And the Irish are back to it in 12.
With Dell and Windows Vista Ultimate, you can organize your digital music, movies, and photos, and record and watch your favorite HD TV shows. The new Dell XPS M1530, designed for performance with Windows Vista Ultimate. Dell, yours is here.
Back here in Notre Dame, where Notre Dame has been successful so far in the first half is when they've attacked the basket, when they haven't stood around the perimeter and tried to make the pass. They've gotten a little bit going in transition. It's the reason they're cutting into this lead.
Now a drive. They lose the ball to the Vols, and here come the Irish moving quickly. Leck Leitner, a sophomore from South Bend, brings the ball up court. And there's going to be a timeout as the ball goes out of bounds with 6:21 to play in the first half. 30-18 Volunteers.
This burning itch. Many women think they have a yeast infection when they don't. But these symptoms could mean something more.
How can I know?
Introducing the Vagisil Screening Kit. It tests for vaginal infections at home. Now you can know with the new Vagisil Screening Kit.
With Dell and Windows Vista Ultimate, you can organize your digital music, movies, and photos, and record and watch your favorite HD TV shows. The new Dell XPS M1530, designed for performance with Windows Vista Ultimate. Dell, yours is here.
Introducing Payne's newest Vanishing Act.
New Icy Hot Vanishing Scent. Now the power of Icy Hot glides on icy to dull pain, then gets hot to relax it away, and the scent vanishes.
New Icy Hot Vanishing Scent. Make pain and scent a Vanishing Act.
Back at Notre Dame, Don Criqui with Rebecca Lobo. The Tennessee Volunteers have led by as many as 20 points in this game, with some spectacular three-point field goal shooting, hitting 6 of 7. But Notre Dame has now gone on an 8-0 run, 6 of the points by the freshman Devereaux Peters.
Devereaux Peters coming in playing really well, but the key so far has been Tennessee's ability to hit the three-point shot, and that starts with Bjorklund. She's come out, shifting the zone defense, moving the ball side to side whenever she's had a little bit of room to take that shot. She has, and been very successful. That's how you bust the zone. You bring in the shooter, and it's going to create things inside. Notre Dame had to go man-to-man for a little while because they could no longer give up those three-point shots.
There is Angie Bjorklund from University High School, Spokane Valley, Washington. Three-point shooting, 4 of 4. Two-point shooting for Angie, 0 for 2, but she leads the Lady Vols and everybody in scoring today. Lady Vols holding to a 12-point lead. Jump shooting off the dribble is Sherelle Allen, and the rebound is taken down Brzezinski. A freshman for Notre Dame. The Irish really starting to compete now after it looked like they were out of the game. Here's Barlow. Great defense by the Lady Vols. Up court it goes. Here comes Bobbitt on a 3-on-3 break. Quick with the ball. But the rebound comes down to Notre Dame. Becca Bruszewski, a freshman, Valparaiso, Indiana, rebounding. These young players have energized the Irish, particularly Devereaux Peters.
And this crowd is looking for any reason to cheer. They've come out strong to support their team, and they're looking for a reason to really get into this thing. Notre Dame doesn't have to do a lot to do that. They need to get a couple scores, a couple stops. They will be right back in this.
Right now, after an 8-0 run, they're down by 12. Here's a ball put up by Brzezinski. No foul on the play. Look like there might be. Bobbitt put it away, and there is Candace Parker, who's only great, going with the left hand of the bucket.
Candace Parker at 6'5" will get out and fill the lanes for her guards, and they know to reward her. And the one thing with Parker is she can jump and play higher than anybody else, so you can throw it up high if you need to.
Yeah, she can dunk the ball. One of 6 women who've done it in NCAA competition.
Tennessee likes to get out and run. Shannon Bobbitt pushes the ball, makes the right decision. Candace Parker's going to finish on either side of the rim.
Notre Dame inbounding the ball. Bruszewski gets it back. Here is Lechleitner. Went to high school right across the street from Notre Dame at South Bend St. Joe's. The shot clock down now to 6. At a launch, Barlow putting up a runner and gets it down over the much taller Nikki Anisicki, and the Irish are down by 12 again.
Barlow needs to be offensive-minded in this game. She needs to create her shot. She needs to look for it when she has a little bit of time to take it. She is their best outside threat.
Early on, the Irish couldn't free up the three-point shot, and Tennessee was just loading up from the arc, hitting 6 of its first 7 3-point tries. Up court to Lindsay Schrader. Up there's a free shot for Barlow. Can't make it work, but the offensive board down to Devereaux Peters. She can't get it to go. And Anisicki rebounds for Tennessee. Shannon Bobbitt, she's a jet in there.
And Devereaux Peters came out of nowhere. She has been a spark since she came in this game, as you mentioned, but she is a great athlete. She can compete with some of the bigger, stronger players for Tennessee.
And she is a freshman, Devereaux Peters, already scoring 6 off the bench. And Marvin McGraw now going a lot younger. She's got some freshmen on the floor. Schrader, defended by Anisicki. Here's a three-point look. In and out again. Irish unable to bang it down on their home court. And now with 3:36 left to play, there's a timeout on the floor. The Lady Vols up on Notre Dame 32-20.
Cut! What are you doing, man? You gotta jump.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's just too high.
Okay, come on, Duff. You're a stunt man, remember? I tell you what, you see this Bud Light over here? If you jump, it's all yours. And... out of my way!
Endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming.
Wait for me!
Thank you, Justice Man. You've done it again.
Righteous boy, I can't believe you would have a pizza delivered to the hidden crime lab.
Relax. Don't get your units all hopped up in the bunch. It's not delivery.
For fresh baked taste at home, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
And when am I going to get to ride the motorcycle?
To help avoid dental problems, my dentist gives me Act Restoring mouthwash.
ACT restores minerals to soft spots and strengthens enamel up to 2 times harder.
My breath is great, and so are my checkups.
ACT Restoring Mouthwash, the one dentists believe in. People retire. Dreams shouldn't.
You're watching NCAA College Basketball on CBS.
Thursday's all new.
Every kid wants to be a cowboy.
Not a dead cowboy. A new CSI then.
We've got a private investigator named Scott Lucas.
Why would he have surveillance photos of himself?
New without a trace after a new CSI Thursday.
And back to Notre Dame as we look at the AT&T in-game analysis.
Well, rebounding has been pretty equal on both sides. Turnover has been pretty equal. The big difference has been the three-point shooting, and that's a result of Candace Parker being on the floor. Only 6 points, but her presence made Notre Dame go into the zone, focus a lot of attention on her, opened up the perimeter, and as a result, that's how Tennessee got their lead, is firing from the outside.
Coming to you from sold-out Joyce Center at Notre Dame, Don Criqui with former National Player of the Year Rebecca Lobo. Tennessee has won for its last 8 from the field, but they started hot.
Started on fire, 11 of 18, making pretty much all of their three-point shots to open things up.
Now the Lady Vols with the ball. The very quick Shannon Bobbitt from New York City in the back line. Here's a Smallbone in the game now. Sydney Smallbone, who's also from South Bend St. Joe's High School.
Smallbone, a good three-point shooter. Notre Dame still in that zone. They need to have a second threat along with Bobbitt out on the perimeter.
Tennessee with absolutely superb shooting. Bobbitt now with the 6 points in the game. And the Vols, who've led by as many as 20, are back up to a 15-point lead. Leckleitner dishing out. Notre Dame trying to free something up, Rebecca, but the Vols extend that defense.
And that's kind of pressure Notre Dame has not seen all season.
Devereaux Peters gets the offensive board, puts it back up, couldn't get it down.
Tennessee has shifted the defense and moved the ball so well against the zone defense, and one of the places that's been open is that corner baseline. Shannon Bobbitt willing to step up and take that shot every time.
The foul was on Becca Bruszewski, a freshman for Notre Dame. Lady Vols in their traditional orange uniforms, the defending national champions. 7 times they've been the national champions of women's college basketball. Now as they go down low to Candace Parker, a whistle stops play.
Candace Parker called for the 3-second violation, moving through the lane, felt she was open. Sometimes as a post player, you know you're open, you feel you're open. You might be getting close to that 3 seconds, but you don't want to get out of there. You just want to get the ball.
Notre Dame a little bit more in control with the ball now. They were really playing awfully fast. Now a driving shot, no good, and Amasicki, a terrific rebounder, scoops another one and gets it to Bobbitt, who's quarterbacking the team.
Tennessee really showing a lot of poise, knowing when to push the ball in transition, when to pull it out and work their half-court offense. Signs of a very experienced Tennessee team.
They are. Bruszewski rebounded the missed shot. Down low again to Devereaux Peters, looking for a foul call. None forthcoming.
Is that a sign of inexperience? She got the ball, she wanted to take the shot, afraid of Candace Parker coming over and blocking her.
Major collision underneath there. Looked like a blocking foul on Notre Dame. It is on Devereaux Peters, her second. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Gus Johnson and Auburn coach Nell Fortner will get you up to date on scores and highlights. Nell will continue her mid-season review. And we'll listen in on Pat Summitt's halftime locker room chalk talk. That's coming up on AT&T at the half.
Don, this summer during the WNBA All-Star break, Diana Taurasi, one of the best college players of all time, was asked, who are the 3 best players in the world right now? And she said, myself, Diana Taurasi, Lauren Jackson, and she said Candace Parker, one of her teammates on the national team. That's unbelievable high praise coming from that player. They played together on that national team. I mean, Candace Parker is a collegian. She has 1 year of eligibility left, and she's one of the best players in the world. Remarkable.
Yeah, Muffin McGraw said she may be the best ever, but she said if she could pick one player of the recent years, she'd go with other former UConn player like yourself, Diana Taurasi, because the way she ignites a team.
Well, you know, most players, men or women, get better as their body matures and as they get a little bit more experience on the professional level. You see right there, Candace Parker has that right now. She's got the skill, she's got the athleticism, everything in the combination.
And the Lady Vols are back up to an 18-point lead as they go with that high-low game. Notre Dame, after getting hot for a while, has now missed the last 7. And now underneath, Brzezinski puts it up and down for the Irish. But a foul stop play.
When Candace Parker wants the ball, what you have to do as a post player is tell your teammates where you want it. Right there, the point. That's all it took. Throw it up. No one else is going to be able to get that high to get that ball. You show your guards where you want the ball, they'll throw it to you.
Devereaux Peters tips her own missed shot over to a teammate. Irish cannot hit on their home floor, and here come the Lady Vols full speed. Bobbitt pulling up. Rebound to Sydney Smallbone. Good defense down low by Sherelle Allen, who knocked it out of bounds. But the Lady Vols will put it back in play. Irish were missing their last 8 shots, and earlier in the game they missed 9 in a row.
Look at that. Tennessee has the same amount of 2-point shots as 3-point shots. And the 3-pointers that started the game are what opened up everything.
On offense, the Volunteers, Rebecca, they have a complete game. Lady Vols, outside game, inside game, and that was Sherelle Allen getting a driving shot. She has 8. Lady Vols lead cut to 16. See the game clock now. 15 seconds left to play. That clock is off. Open look. And the bounce. It's Tennessee's day on Notre Dame's court. Down court. Horn sounds, half ends, and Tennessee with a superb first half. Go to the locker room, leading the Fighting Irish 41-22. Tennessee 8 of 11 on 3-point field goal tries in the first half. 24 points from the arc for the Lady Vols. We'll send you to Gus Johnson with the AT&T at the half after these messages.
Carl.
Remember what I told you about the Biz Hub?
Carl, it's not out to get us. Why
You're so naive. Look at the color on this document.
Right. The Biz Hub has this high-def color technology, so the color's always...
Exactly. The color's amazing. Don't you see it? Your Biz Hub is getting ready to duplicate anything. Even one of us.
Amazing color and functionality from Konica Minolta. That's business by design. See it at bizhub.tv.
Monday, Dave's all new with Tom Hanks.
Oh.
And Mike Huckabee, fresh from his Iowa win. Plus, will Dave shave his beard? All new Monday.
Queen Latifah hosts the People's Choice Awards, Tuesday on CBS.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming. It's a crunchy hot wing with no sauce.
But it's still got all the kick.
Sauceless and crunchy, it's amazing.
In a split second, everything that I knew about hot wings has changed. In this new wing world, anything is possible.
Will you go out with me?
Yes.
Didn't see that coming.
Crunchy on the outside, spicy on the inside. The sauceless hot wing is at KFC. Get a bucket of 20 or try 6 for $2.99. And while you're there, try some honey barbecue wings too.
What would make you feel secure in winter weather? How about the clearest picture of the weather ahead? The only high-definition radar in the state. The most advanced weather tracking system in the world. And the largest accumulation of experience. Suddenly, winter doesn't seem so bad. Count on News Channel 5 and the Storm 5 HD weather team, because there is no safer place than a winter storm.
If you've resolved to get in shape in 2008, get some celebrity help on Monday's Talk of the Town. Donny Osmond is here to jumpstart your workout with a program that could give you the motivation you need. Tawanda's jumping on the fitness bandwagon too. She'll show us why spinning classes are all the rage as you cycle your way to better health. And best-selling author Jill Connor Brown is here. We'll have some fun with her latest book. It's the Sweet Potato Queen's Guide to Raising Children for Fun and Profit, Monday at 11.
A new full hour of local news starting Monday morning at 7 on News Channel 5+. CBS Sports presents AT&T at the half. Your world delivered.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AT&T at the half. I'm Gus Johnson with the score in South Bend. Tennessee leading Notre Dame 41-22. I'm pleased to be joined by Auburn coach Nell Fortner. Big-time shooting by this Tennessee squad in the first half.
It really is. Notre Dame had an answer right now for Candace Parker and Shannon Bobbitt, but Angie Bjorklund is 4 for 4 from the three, and Tennessee hot, 8 for 11 from the three-point line.
All right, in the game seen earlier today here on CBS, Big Ten battle, Penn State at Michigan State. Brianna O'Rourke, terrific day. She started off hitting jump shots from deep. Satara Washington answers 27-26 Spartans. However, here come the Nittany Lions. The outlet pass, O'Rourke in the open court, straight to the bucket. And then watch her great shooter's form. Bam, she knocks that one down as well. Career high 23. Penn State with a big win on the road in conference play, 69-57 over Michigan State. Now, a reminder, up next, it's men's basketball coverage as Louisville battles Kentucky for bragging rights in the Bluegrass State. But there's more women's hoop action tomorrow as top-ranked and undefeated Connecticut takes on Purdue at 1:30 Eastern time. And that brings us to a very impressive young lady. Maya Moore, who is only a freshman, is the leading scorer at Connecticut. And this lady outside of Atlanta, who grew up outside of Atlanta, is a terrific prospect.
She really is. She's what we would call a freshman phenom. She can do it all. She's along the lines of a young Candace Parker. She's now starting in that UConn lineup with a team that returned all 5 starters. So Maya is long-limbed. She can shoot the 3, take you off the dribble, plays the 3 or the 4. She is a tremendous player, and she's only going to get better.
Freshman, how about that? All right, now let's pick up where we left off earlier this afternoon. We're down to the big awards at the midway point of the season. Tell me right now, who's your player of the year?
Well, my player of the year to me is an easy pick, but let me talk about 2 other ones. From University of Maryland, Crystal Langhorne, high percentage shooter on the team, and a star amongst stars on that team. Courtney Parrish, strong post player, and for Oklahoma, averages double-doubles. Tremendous player. But my player of the year, Gus, is Candace Parker. Let me tell you something. In a couple of years, we're going to be talking about this player as the best player in the world. Long limb, can do it all over the floor, and probably the best dunker in the women's game also. Let's don't forget that.
All right, I like Courtney Parrish as well, averaging 16 rebounds per game. Now, when it comes to Coach of the Year, there's always a tremendous selection in women's basketball. Who stands out in this category for you?
Well, who's standing out right now would have to be Gino Auriemma. He is incorporating a freshman into a starting lineup that had all 5 returners back, and they all averaged in double figures. Now, that's a lot of team chemistry going on. You've got to be able to massage that a little bit and make it all work. But Maya Moore is a great player, but Gino does a great job of coaching great players.
All right, now finally, being the head coach of a top 20 program at Auburn puts you in an awkward position when asked who you think will make it to the Final Four. So we're going to put you in an awkward position.
Thanks,
who do you think is going to make it to the Final Four?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. You have to give the respect back to Tennessee. They're the defending national champions. They have the best player in the country in Candace Parker. They only lost 1 player off the team last year, but replaced her with Angie Bjorklund, who's a fine freshman. The University of Connecticut, I think they'll find their way down to Tampa in April with Maya Moore leading the way because she's their leading scorer right now, but a great supporting class. Rutgers, who played Tennessee in the national championship game last year, has everybody back from that team. They're playing well, and I think will be highly motivated to get to Tampa. The University of Maryland, Brenda Fries is pregnant right now, but she's found a way to motivate this team, even not being at all the games all the time. But this team is an experienced team. They won the championship in '06, and I think they're hungry to get back.
All right, a lot of balance at the Final Four. 4 different schools have won the last 4 national championships. Now, be sure to tune in tomorrow for the NFL on CBS playoff coverage. It's the AFC wildcard matchup between the Titans and the Chargers. And it all begins at 4 o'clock. JB and company with the NFL Today. Now, coming up, we'll listen in on Pat Summitt's halftime chalk talk as she gets her team ready for the second half at Notre Dame when the AT&T at the half continues here on CBS.
When the heat is on, the pain is gone.
Heat therapy from Icy Hot. Better than a heating pad, heat therapy gives you up to 8 hours of muscle-relaxing, pain-relieving heat that goes where you go. Icy Hot Heat Therapy.
When the heat is on, pain is gone.
Did you know 1 in 2 women will develop bone or breast health issues?
Really? I didn't know that.
One A Day Women's is the only complete multivitamin with more calcium for strong bones, and now more vitamin D, which emerging research suggests may support breast health. One A Day Women's.
With Dell and Windows Vista Ultimate, you can organize your digital music, movies, and photos, and record and watch your favorite HD TV shows. The new Dell XPS M1530, designed for performance with Windows Vista Ultimate. Dell, yours is here.
What are you eating?
Multigrain Cheerios?
So, trying to watch your weight?
No. Why?
Nothing, it's just the box. It says it's low in fat.
Do I look like I need to watch my weight?
No, it just says it has 110 calories per serving.
Yeah, but there are other reasons why
I know, it's the box. It just says it's made with 5 whole grains. And that's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What else does the box say?
Box says shut up, Steve.
Multigrain Cheerios cereal, because it tastes good.
Sometimes the key to finding answers is to study the questions from a different perspective. Whether it's taking an up-close look at global climate change, exploring the bigger picture, or simply creating energy solutions from the ground up. We don't just approach problems from one direction, but from many. Because there's nothing like great minds on a statewide campus working together. The University of Tennessee, changing tomorrow, today.
Fighting disease.
Fighting for our safety.
Fighting for human dignity.
Fighting against the odds.
Fighting for the environment.
We are.
We are.
We are.
The Fighting Irish.
The best place on television to see every game in the tournament is with Mega March Madness and DirecTV.
A reminder, log on to CBSSports.com tonight for a complete wrap-up of all of the day's action. Watch video highlights and get in-depth analysis from our team of experts only at CBSSports.com. Well, every year when we cover Tennessee, it's always a special treat when Coach Pat Summitt allows our cameras into her locker room at halftime. Now let's listen in to Coach Summitt's locker room chalk talk.
You tell me what you learned, and you're going to fire from the three. What? I agree with that one. We got to take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. Get on the board. Yeah, we got to. How about their one-on-one game right now? Everybody's they're going straight to the ring. Yeah. They are. They are. And when 14 came in, she was 3 for 7, had 7 boards. 4 of those were offensive. So we can't let anybody come in and have that kind of impact. But our one-on-one defense is breaking down, and then we're having to rotate. And when we rotate, we've got holes in our defense because we're not rotating quick enough and stopping the ball. So what's the solution? One-on-one defense, keep your player in front of you. You do that, it's going to solve a lot of problems for us. And then we had one group that went in there, and what happened to us? Started turning the ball over, didn't we? And then we lost our composure. So we've got to make sure that we're playing strong off the bench.
All right, our special thanks go out to Coach Summit and the Tennessee staff for allowing us to listen in. And I think now that she knew that you were here today, she didn't want to give away any secrets. You guys play each other on Thursday.
We do, but you know what? She could give away all her secrets, Gus. It doesn't matter. You still have to guard Tennessee, and that's a hard thing to do.
Coach, you got to defend the three. They can shoot it from downtown.
Right.
Thanks for watching AT&T at the half. The second half of Tennessee Notre Dame is coming up. Enjoy the rest of the game here on CBS.
CBS Sports presents AT&T at the half. Your world delivered.
Heartburn changes everything. Fortunately, so can Maximum Strength Zantac 150. Just one pill relieves your toughest heartburn, all day or all night. So the suffering stops. And life starts. Heartburn? Attack it. Zantac.
Four paws and one big shaggy heart. Doesn't he deserve to be covered too? Introducing pet injury coverage from Progressive. Now when Progressive covers your car, we cover your pet at no extra charge. Now that's Progressive. Go to Progressive.com or call a local independent agent.
Every one of the 16 teams in the Big East Conference, I mean, they're all competitors.
UConn, Rutgers, Notre Dame, Louisville, all these great schools.
Each night, you know, if you don't bring it, that you're gonna get embarrassed.
It's my life. I mean, I just love going out there and having fun.
Every year it gets more and more competitive, and right now the Big East is dangerous.
There's no teams that you can slack off, because any team in the Big East can beat you.
Each night you're going against the best.
There's no easy game. You have to always bring your A game.
You have to work hard, and the Big East just continues to push me there.
Catch every game of the first 3 rounds in their entirety with Mega March Madness as DirecTV supplements CBS's coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship.
The final segment of the Lonesome Dove Saga. Comanche Moon premieres January 13th.
It's Watson's half off after Christmas sale.
Up to 50% off display models, scratch and dent, and new items.
8-foot slate pool tables only $7.99. Complete 5-piece game room collection as low as $19.99. Home theater seating only $9.99. 12 months, same as cash.
Arcades, game tables, and poker tables all at display model prices.
Get Fit, Bowflex, Nautilus, and Schwinn at guaranteed lowest prices.
That's Watson's incredible.
Half off after Christmas sale. Your morning can set the tone for the entire day. You obviously want it to be the best it can, and the best way besides your morning coffee is to start it with News Channel 5 this morning. Steve and Amy bringing you up to date from overnight. Kristen with Phil and Sky 5 keeping your morning in the fast lane.
Let's check in with Leland.
And my forecast in crystal clear high definition. News Channel 5 this morning. The best way to start your morning is with your news and information leader starting at 4:24.
Titans, Chargers, Sunday at 3:30 on News Channel 5.
CBS Sports coverage of NCAA women's basketball is sponsored by Konica Minolta. By the new AT&T, your world delivered. And by DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. A cold January day on the campus of Notre Dame, but the Lady Vols of Tennessee, they've really been lighting it up here. As right now, we're going to take a look at our Coke Zero first half stats.
You know, the stats, you throw everything away except the three-point field goals. Notre Dame has not had any trouble with Tennessee's pressure. They were concerned about that, concerned about rebounding. Everything has pretty much been equal except for the three-point shooting. That's been the complete key. Tennessee coming out, blowing open that zone right away by hitting all those three-point shots.
Well, they've been great. 73% for the Lady Vols in the three-point arc, outscoring Notre Dame 24-0 on three-point shooting. Candace Parker really started to get her game going. Also, the Player of the Year from a season ago, and probably again.
As soon as things opened up from hitting the perimeter shot and went inside, she can do everything. She is a complete player, blocking shot, making passes, doing the turnaround moves inside. Whatever you need from Candace Parker, she can do. She can handle. It's why she's the best player in the game right now.
Tennessee, they have a loss, but they've got to be a contender to win the game. Well, yes. We look now at the first half box score, what Angie Bjorklund has done, the freshman, hitting 4 of 4 3-point shots. She really broke the game open herself early on.
And she did that in only 13 minutes. I thought, you know, is she in foul trouble? Why is she on the bench? Who knows? She did so much damage right early on. No, I don't know what Notre Dame's going to do. They're going to have to shift their rotations in that zone. They can't really go man-to-man because they can't match up with Candace Parker. They're going to have to just give her a little bit less attention, maybe give up some of those post shots that she was able to get in the latter part of the first half, but they can no longer give up the outside shot.
Well, when we asked Coach Pat Summit about how her team compares to some of her championship teams, she said, talent-wise, we're there. We haven't been consistent, as you were pointing out, Rebecca, but this is a phenomenally talented women's team.
So we just have to get on the same page. Candace Parker, look at that. She can just get up so high, changes things. You know, not only can she block shots, but she's going to make people think twice when they try to drive down the lane the rest of the game.
Foul was on Sherelle Allen of Notre Dame, getting the ball back over to the Lady Vols. Anna Sicki with 9 first-half rebounds has been terrific, and she shows her inside game with the left hand. And it's now a 21-point Tennessee lead, their biggest of the day.
Tennessee coming out playing their half-court man-to-man.
Irish have never beaten Tennessee. Lady Vols 18-0 against the Irish, 14-0 in the 21 years that Muffet McGraw has been head coach of the Irish. We asked Muffet any vivid memories of playing Tennessee. She said none of them good.
Nothing good, and Anna Sicki helping to contribute to that, much like she did early in the first half, establishing a presence on the block.
Notre Dame brings it in after a foul on Candace Parker of the Lady Vols. Here's a drive to the basket, beautifully done by senior Talaya Gaines.
Gaines sat most of that first half with foul trouble, had to be very eager to get back out here and help her team.
The Irish, Rebecca, starting Devereaux Peters here in the second half, the freshman who was maybe the most impressive player for the Irish in the first half. Now down low to Candace Parker, a head fake, up she goes, and one.
And Notre Dame starting out in some kind of a junk defense, but Notre Dame offensively needs to attack the rim. Gaines able to do that, and with the shift, you leave Candace Parker, very unselfish Tennessee team. They're going to find her when she's open.
Candace Parker, the National Player of the Year, Final Four MVP from Naperville, Illinois. 21.7 point per game average, and it is a 46-24 Lady Vol lead. She has 12 now, Candace Parker.
Tennessee picking up again in that 1-2-1-1 full court pressure. Notre Dame didn't have much difficulty with it in the first half. Spent a majority of their practice yesterday working on breaking that pressure.
This time the long arms of Candace Parker get the ball, and down low they go. And Nikki Anasicki lays it up and down. She has 8, and the Vols out to a 24-4-point lead. They've actually doubled the production of Notre Dame so far. The Irish call a timeout to try to get it back together.
Thank you, Justice Man. You've done it again.
Righteous boy, I can't believe you would have a pizza delivered to the hidden crime lab.
Relax. Don't get your units all hyped up in the bunch. It's not delivery.
For fresh baked taste at home, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
And when am I going to get to ride the motorcycle?
Okay, people, time to rock and roll. Your stocks are up, your stocks are down. We have 5 emails. The first one is from Alexandra.
Rise and shine, short one. Kung Fu today.
Thanks, Sven.
Okay, just to recap our schedules.
List called.
Thanks, Sven. Forecast says cold today, so bundle up. Let's move it along. Let's rock and roll.
If you can't get a Sven in 2008, get one of these exclusive AT&T smartphones. It'll keep you and your family organized. Just $99.99, only from AT&T.
Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
To help avoid dental problems, my dentist gives me Act Restoring mouthwash.
Act restores minerals to soft spots and strengthens enamel up to 2 times harder.
My breath is great, and so are my checkups.
Act Restoring mouthwash, the one dentists believe in.
Previously, the Titans lost in overtime to the Chargers. Now revenge combined with playoff intensity equals a wild showdown. Sunday on CBS.
Daddy, help me, wait!
We need to figure out where she was killed.
Where's my daughter? Put the gun down!
New Criminal Minds. Then Manhattan becomes Neverland.
She was killed with a hook. Wonder if you shouldn't be looking for Captain Hook.
New CSI New York after a New Criminal Minds Wednesday.
Near the end of today's game, we'll select a Chevrolet player of the game from each team. In their honor, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund. Chevy, an American Revolution. Tennessee on a 16-4 run in the last 440. I'm Cricky with former National Player of the Year Rebecca Lobo at Notre Dame. Our producer today for CBS Sports is Bob Mansbach. Our director, Chris Svensson. Associate director, Beck Dulac. Executive producer of CBS Sports is Tony Petiti. That foul was on Nikki Anisicki as the super powerful Lady Vols just now chasing the ball all over the court and standing with pressure. Stealing the ball, Notre Dame gets it back.
This is the pressure that Notre Dame expected to see, but you can't simulate it in practice. They have some practice players, but can't simulate. Devereaux Peters in this second half starts off like she did when she came into the first half, bringing energy.
She is a player. Devereaux Peters, the Notre Dame freshman. Now the Irish trying to get something going. They did have an 8-0 run in the first half. But the dish from Gaines, and Peters was looking the other way. So it's an out of bounds, and it turns over to the dismay of Coach McGraw. 10 turnovers now for Notre Dame. 8 for the Lady Vols. They've come out and gotten Bjorklund after the start of the game, but she did the early damage with those 4-for-4 threes. And really, the Lady Vols have never looked back. Here is a great inside move by Candace Parker.
She looks like she tweaked something.
Candace Parker comes down court limping. Turned to neck. Now she's walking off. Seems to be all right, fortunately.
Candace Parker making a great move. Lost it. I don't know if she might have bumped knees. The good thing is that hurts a lot initially, but it's something you can just run off.
Candace has a brother, Anthony, who plays in the NBA with Toronto. Candace is engaged to an NBA player, Sheldon Williams of Atlanta. Parker's in a family of achievers. One brother, a renowned surgeon at Johns Hopkins. Now Notre Dame trying to get something going. The man defense of Tennessee chasing people down low. They get it up and down as the freshman Becca Bruszewski. We're told here's a breakaway as Julia Gaines lays it up for Notre Dame off the steal. She has 4. We're told that Candace Parker took a knee to the thigh, and they're taking her out. They think she'll be back, but they want to rest her, take a look at the possible injury.
Trainer Jenny Morshak just working on the knee in that area, but right now Notre Dame has to take advantage of Candace Parker not being on the floor. They've done that the last 2 possessions, want to keep it going.
I'll tell you, the 5 that are out there aren't terrible.
That is true.
Look at this. Terrific play by Alexis Hornbuckle from Charleston, West Virginia. 8 points for Alexis.
Alexis Hornbuckle, highly skilled in her own way, has the size at this guard position.
Look at Shannon Bobbitt with the dish. And look at Gaines take it back with a whistle stops play.
This Tennessee team, I mean, where is their weakness? You look at them, no surprise why they won the championship last year. They've got it in the front court, the back court, their best players on the bench. They're still able to play great basketball.
They win so many championships, they go by numbers. Like we talked to Pat Summer yesterday, she talked about, to get number 8, you got to play like you did when we got 7.
And she told Hornbuckle, you know, you're going to be a key to this team. She said last year Hornbuckle could become the best guard to ever play at Tennessee, and considering the guards who have played there, that's a remarkable statement. She's a player who can create for herself in the half court, and they need that from the guard position.
Now a breakaway, and Devereaux Peters gets an open lane. She goes down and gets the feet. She has 10. The freshman from Chicago off the bench. Irish, though, down by 20. Now a fight for the loose ball, and the Irish come up with it. Here comes Sherelle Allen. And the Irish hustling to the ball. Leitner comes up with it. Try to run the offense now. They run a Princeton offense looking for backdoors if possible. In truth, the Princeton basketball team averages about 2 made backdoors a game. It's the threat of the backdoor that opens up the three-point shooting.
And this is the most motion that we've seen Notre Dame get in their half-court set all game long. They haven't been able to really rely on backdoors or cuts or penetration or anything. We're seeing a lot of that here.
Leitner with the score as Candace Parker comes to the table. Now she's coming back in, and here is Nikki Anisicki going to the basket, and she was fouled. It'll be and one. CBS Sports coverage of NCAA women's basketball will continue after this message and a word from your local station.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
It can happen anywhere. That itch you can't scratch, embarrassing odor, you don't feel like yourself.
Vagisil medicated wipes relieves itch, odor, even cleanses. Fast. Be the woman you want to be 100% of the time. Vagisil.
Get ready for a new Big Brother.
It's gonna be great.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
It's a crunchy hot wing with no sauce.
But it's still got all the kick.
Sauceless and crunchy, it's amazing.
In a split second, everything that I knew about hot wings has changed. In this new wing world, anything is possible.
Will you go out with me?
Yes.
Didn't see that coming.
Crunchy on the outside, spicy on the inside. The sauceless hot wing is at KFC. Get a bucket of 20 or try 6 for $2.99. And while you're there, try some honey barbecue wings too.
Think the right one, Grandpa?
Let's hope so.
You ready?
It's time for that boat. Buy what's new at the Nashville Boat and Sports Show, January 9th through the 13th at the Nashville Convention Center. For tickets and show details, visit NashvilleBoatShow.com. Life's better with a boat.
When Channel 5 went to HD, it was a great picture.
It looks very, very clear.
News Channel 5 is so much clearer, so much more detailed.
Well, it's almost like they're in the room with you. I mean, it's so vivid.
It's really bright, it's crisp, it's very real, it's bigger than life.
Why watch something in a fuzz when you can have it perfectly clear?
With a widescreen TV, you want a station that will fill the screen, and I get that with News Channel 5.
It's like night and day between the other channels. If there's a choice, there is no choice.
A new full hour of local news starting Monday morning at 7 on News Channel 5+.
Monday on CBS, the early show unveils a whole new look and a new attitude. Do it early with the new early show beginning Monday on CBS. A bit ago, Candace Parker took a knee to the thigh as she went to the basket, put it down. She came up limping, went out for a little while, but apparently all is well.
Or it's just a little stinger, you know, it hurts when you get hit right there, but we saw her laughing soon after that, knowing it was okay. She's all set to check back in.
Parker with her usual balance number. She scored 14 points, has 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And Nikki Anisicki is a big part of this team.
She's a real big key to this team. She had 16 rebounds in the national championship game last year. She gets it done on the board. And where she is almost invaluable is whenever they go to the full court pressure. She's the point of the press. She's big and long and quick and can play the top part of the pressure.
And Nikki Anisicki's in double figures. She has 11, Rebecca. Double figures for the 6th time this season. Notre Dame Sherelle Allen goes baseline. And Barlow tries to take it to the basket, but she's fouled. Watch Tennessee, and you have to wonder, how could anybody beat her? Stanford did.
And I saw that Stanford game, and Stanford did a really good job of getting the ball high-low. Pat Summitt talked with us yesterday about that, saying we can't give up those high-low looks, and had the the great tandem that Stanford has with their post players. But you know, since the DePaul game a couple days ago, this Tennessee team really looks like they're coming together. They've kind of found their identity, and they're just playing exceptionally well.
And Pat Summitt, who's been to the Summit 7 times with 7 national championship teams, he said she never thought she'd coach this long in her 34th year as the head coach of the Lady Vols. It was amazing when she got to 500 wins. Now they're looking at 1,000 wins. Not that far off. And here is a long ball. Half back up by Candace Parker. Irish fights for the rebound, but looks like Krzyzewski stepped on the inbounds line. And the Irish go back to sophomore guard Melissa Leckleitner. Trying to find that combination, get some points going. The big thing has been lacking. Notre Dame has not been able to hit threes.
Notre Dame hasn't gotten a lot of offense going. They've done a better job in this second half defending out on the perimeter. But at the other end, they had that one stretch when Candace Parker was out of the game where they were able to get their offense going, especially in transition. They need to continue to do that.
Tennessee, 8 of 13, Rebecca, shooting threes. And the Irish still waiting. Good for 3. Parker, nobody blocked her, and she goes right to the basket to extend the lead to 57-35. 16 now for Player of the Year, Candace Parker. Coming next, Rick Pitino's Louisville Cardinals angle with their in-state rivals, the Kentucky Wildcats, right here on the home of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship, CBS Sports. Shannon Bobbitt now gets the personal foul. There is a long ball, looks good all the way as it's knocked down by Cheryl Allen, the senior guard from Monessen, Pennsylvania. She has 11. I think the game averaging 13.5. Excuse me, Rebecca.
In Tennessee, in this in the zone defense that time, so Cheryl Allen was wide open, but you can't trade threes when you're Notre Dame. Tennessee, a much better three-point shooting team than Notre Dame.
Tennessee, a much better three-point shooting team than anybody, I think. And now, drive to the basket.
For sure.
Lindsay Schrader banks it in. Vols lead by 20. Shannon Bobbitt, she can really get inside with that bounce, and he dishes beautifully. That was Shannon Bobbitt's bucket, although Candace Parker was on the payoff end. She is 18.
I mean, for Notre Dame, what do you take away now? You know, they did a pretty good job up until Bjorklund's last 3 of limiting the three-point shots, but then Tennessee's been able to get in the gaps, and Candace Parker been able to finish.
Mallory does go back door. The Princeton offense there goes back door. Here's a steal by Cheryl Allen. And the ball is slapped inside court, and Allen comes up with it. Trying to free up a three-point shooter with a skip pass over the top. Tennessee is long on defense. They really are tough to get something up over. Ball is tipped over to Candace Parker. 13th turnover of the game for Notre Dame now. Irish force turnovers very well for the most part. So far into this game, their opponents are averaging over 24 turnovers a game, but today, Tennessee only with 11 turnovers.
And how do you beat a zone? You beat a zone by hitting the three-point shot and by attacking the gap. Shannon Bobbitt getting in, laying easy passes off for Candace Parker to finish. Bjorklund drawing a lot of attention. We saw in the first half hitting those open shots. Well, she can take it off the dribble as well. Very talented freshman.
Angie Bjorklund's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. 18 points. She is phenomenal. Angie Bjorklund has tried 8 threes. She's made 6, 75%.
We represent the Coke brand, and we would love to somehow bring some kind of legal action against Coke Zero.
There might be some taste infringement issues.
Perhaps if you have some consumer testing, some basis to say, well, it tastes exactly the same.
Everybody in my family that I've asked says, oh, yeah.
My family, too, and I know that that's not a couple hundred people that you're speaking of, but you're talking about, with cousins, I get up to 15 or 20 solid opinions. Da, 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 da.
Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
The idea isn't to live for retirement. It's to live during it.
To help avoid dental problems, my dentist gives me Act Restoring mouthwash.
Act restores minerals to soft spots and strengthens enamel up to 2 times harder.
My breath is great, and so are my checkups.
Act Restoring mouthwash, the one dentists believe in.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
America, it's time to speak up. It's time to make a choice. For the People's Choice Awards, pick your favorites in movies,
Captain Jack Sparrow, The Lost Pirates,
in music, and television. And join me on CBS.
The People's Choice Awards, Tuesday on CBS.
Your vote, your choice.
CBS sports coverage of NCAA women's basketball is sponsored by Vitorin. By Coca-Cola Zero, real Coke taste, 0 calories, enjoy Cokeness. And by Bud Light, endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming. Honor, who's struck 3 times in the past, tries again. Don't miss a new cold case after the amazing race tomorrow on CBS. The inside-outside game of Tennessee. Rebecca Lobo has been phenomenal.
Yorkland with 18 points on the outside. Parker, 18 points on the inside. You add the ability to slash of Alexis Hornbuckle and Shannon Bobbitt. They're coming at Notre Dame from every angle.
Lindsey Schrader, a great move to the basket. That'll be in once you go to the line. A terrific comeback story from Bartlett, Illinois. The junior Lindsey Schrader missed all of last season. Hurt on the 4th day of fall practice.
Tore her left ACL last year and missed the season. She's been a big difference for this team. A really physical player. She's one of those players that is almost not happy if they're not getting contact on every single possession, but she adds a different dimension. She can hit the high post shot for this Notre Dame team, not afraid to mix it up. She's been pretty quiet today, but she'll be a big part of their success this season.
And Schrader, not a good free throw shooter. Probably the only thing she doesn't do well. She does hit that. Free throws today. Tennessee is 5 of 6. Notre Dame 6 of 11. In Notre Dame's last game against Richmond, they blew out the Spiders, the Lady Spiders, with 27 free throws. Haven't been able to get to line them up today. Here's a driving shot missed. Reshevsky, a freshman, rebounds, and Talia Gaines comes the other way for the Irish. Reshevsky, the freshman, is rejected by Candace Parker. A help ball. Possession arrow to the Volunteers. The Lady Vols will put it back in play.
I mean, a nice move from Bruszewski. There's just not a whole lot you can do when Candace Parker's right behind you and long and has great timing. Know when to go for the block.
Everybody talks about how tough Candace Parker is to defend. And might be in the impossible category to defend. They're doubling her, tripling her sometimes, and that leaves a place like that open as Anisicki goes to the basket.
Anisicki, one thing she's done much better this season is attack the basket. When she can put the ball on the floor a few times, has a really good handle, a nice spin move when she gets in the lane as well.
Here's Notre Dame now, needing points, down by 22 on their home floor against a team they've never beaten. The Lady Vols. Here's a drive to the basket by Sherelle Allen, a major collision. Tennessee with its 7th national championship last season. Of course, you were a great player at UConn, the player of the year under Gino Auriemma. The Lady Huskies have won 5 national championships. They don't play anymore in the regular season.
UConn and Tennessee do not play anymore in the regular season for the first time in 11 years. I think everybody is eager to see that game, assuming it's going to happen come NCAA tournament time. But right now, to me, no question about it, the 2 best teams in women's college basketball, especially considering Stanford lost last night to UCLA.
Lady Huskies will be going to work tomorrow against Purdue at 1:30 here on CBS. They have another real good team.
Got just some great talent. Lost Kalena Green, one of their best defensive players for the season, to a knee injury, but bringing freshman Maya Moore off the bench, high school national player of the year the past 2 seasons. And it's a stocked UConn team this year.
Lindsey Schrader's miss. Rebounded, up court they go. And flying to the basket is Alberta Auguste. They're going to fill this building twice at Notre Dame. Tonight the UConn men play the Fighting Irish. Both coming off their Big East openers with victories. Irish beating West Virginia. And on the road, Connecticut beats Seton Hall. Here's a foul on Cheryl Allen on the last play.
Alberta Auguste getting out in transition. Candace Parker heads up, sending the pass ahead. And I mean, where is this Tennessee team's weakness? They've proven today they can shoot the three. They've got incredible post play in Anna Sicky and Candace Parker. They've got the slasher and Alexis Hornbuckle, who has actually been quiet today, but having a fantastic season. You look at this team, where is the weakness?
There's none that was evident to us. And then when we talked with Pat Sema yesterday, as you know, Rebecca, she said a great recruiting class is coming in. The beat goes on in Knoxville. Tomorrow on 60 Minutes, Roger Clemens one-on-one with Mike Wallace, an exclusive interview with all the tough questions about the steroid allegations. That's on 60 Minutes tomorrow. Last play, Nikki Yanisicki got her third personal foul. Ed Safita totaling the numbers for us.
Yanisicki can be prone to foul trouble, and you know, I guess that's what you have to hope for when you play Tennessee. Attack Yanisicki, attack Parker, try to get them on the bench with some kind of foul trouble.
It doesn't work though. Tennessee comes at you in waves off the bench. Here's Candace Parker, body check, ball tipped away. Irish come up with it. Lindsey Schrader switching hands on the dribble. Can't get the roll, fights for the rebound. She competes, Lindsey Schrader.
She goes at you. You know, she'd be on the All-Madden team if she was a football player. She's just one of those really, really tough, hard-nosed players.
Well, you know what it's like to come back from ACL surgery. It takes a lot of work.
Not only physically, I think more than anything, it's the mental aspect of it, to trust your body again and to trust your ability to do things. But she hasn't skipped a beat, especially the way she plays. She does not play like she's afraid to get hurt, that is for sure.
What you're talking about, you think you meant the Phil Simms all-iron team.
Of course, that's what I meant.
That's our team at CBS. Here's a down-low shot, losing her headband, but getting it up and down very nicely is Vicky Baugh, another of the very good freshmen. She's from Sacramento.
And Pat Summitt told us yesterday what she wants to do this season is get her freshmen some quality minutes, get quality game time. The reason being, she said it's hard to repeat as champions. You need the freshmen because they don't have the pressures on them that the upperclassmen have. And so one of her goals early in this year is to get those freshmen more quality playing time.
There's a nice looking dish down low to freshman Becca Bruszewski. She has 4. But the Lady Vols have been in command throughout after getting off to that quick start. 4 3-pointers hit early in the game by the freshman. Angie Bjorklund really set the pace. The Irish have never really been within shouting distance. Ashley Barlow now has 8 points after hitting the long ball.
Right now, Notre Dame is playing to learn and to, you know, try to come away from this game with something positive to draw.
Angie Bjorklund.
Yeah. And, you know, maybe you look at the clock and say, okay, the last 7:40, we're not going to give up any threes or something, because, you know, Tennessee just from the get-go has shown that they are a superior team.
Angie Bjorklund has now hit 7 of 9 3-point shots. 21 points, all from the arc. Virtuoso performance by Bjorklund. Now a turnaround move. Ties the school record, the 7 threes. Ties a record set by Shanna Zolman earlier.
Shanna Zolman, Bjorklund actually wearing Zolman's number 5. Actually has a relationship with her, has spoken to her before she came to Tennessee.
Elia Gaines can't get a turnaround shot to go. Here comes Bjorklund. And again, a Tennessee offensive rebounder is left unchecked and puts it back up.
30-second timeout, taken by the Fighting Irish.
So now Tennessee's lead up to 81-51. And there is Bjorklund, some of her sharpshooting.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
To help avoid dental problems, my dentist gives me Act Restoring mouthwash.
ACT restores minerals to soft spots and strengthens enamel up to 2 times harder.
My breath is great, and so are my checkups.
ACT Restoring Mouthwash, the one dentists believe in.
With Rebecca Lobo, this is Don Crickey back at Notre Dame, where the Lady Vols of Tennessee lead Notre Dame by 30 with 6:35 left to play. Muffet McGraw, the Notre Dame coach, said that your success is determined by your defense, but the Irish have been unable to defend the great freshman Angie Bjorklund of Tennessee, who has hit 7 of 9 3-point shots.
Well, when you're playing defense against Tennessee, it's all pick your poison. I mean, you just can't go head-to-head one-on-one with Candace Parker. So what happens? That leaves Angie Bjorklund open on the outside, and you're left with a 30-point game.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
Hey, Derek, what's the deal with the special burger?
Why don't you try calling it by its proper name, Jason? It's called the Special Secret Double Deluxe Bistro Burger.
I'll be sure to do that. How do you make it?
Well, you get you some raw meat, you ball it up, and put it on a plate.
That sounds gross. Derek? Hey, man, I didn't mean... You want raw meat on a plate, you got it.
Switch to the network you can trust, AT&T. Get our exclusive smartphones, now only $99.99.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
Thank you, Justice Man. You've done it again.
Righteous boy, I can't believe you would have a pizza delivered to the hidden crime lab.
Relax, don't get your units all hyped up in the bunch. It's not delivery.
For fresh baked taste at home, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
And when am I gonna get to ride the motorcycle?
Bud Light is brewed to give you everything you want in a beer. Never-ending refreshment, superior drinkability, and now, the power of teleportation.
Pardon me? See you later, suckers! Ha! Oh, man. Boom!
Teleportation no longer available in Bud Light.
See you later, sucker.
The endless refreshment, however, remains.
Bud Light keeps it coming.
What's up, Tammy?
The game summary of Notre Dame and Tennessee. The third line tells the story, Rebecca. 11 of 17 threes hit by the Lady Vols.
It all comes down to the three-point line, and that means Angie Bjorklund for Tennessee. Early on, she was open. She hit shot after shot after shot. Just unbelievable performance from the outside. Notre Dame decided they were going to go to the zone. The zone left Bjorklund open, and she made them pay every single time she touched the ball.
And when Tennessee played Gonzaga earlier, she had to guard her sister, Jamie, in the game. Sister plays for Gonzaga.
That's always fun.
Here now is a handoff to Shannon Bobbitt. Good ball movement by the Lady Vols with 6:05 to play. Tipped away by Cheryl Allen. And it comes inbounds to Tennessee. Only 8 current coaches in women's college basketball have led their teams to a national title, or 2 here today. Pat Subban, Tennessee with 7 championships. Muffet McGraw of Notre Dame with 1 back in 01.
And when we were asking Muffet yesterday about, her memories of playing Tennessee, she doesn't have any good ones because they lost 14 times. She said, of course, we didn't play them in 2001 when I had my national championship team.
They beat Purdue in the championship game, led by the great Ruth Riley, Notre Dame's greatest all-time woman player, who also played on 2 WNBA championship teams and on a gold medal team. which you also did.
Yeah, Ruth Riley just great post presence. A lot of success when she's playing for Detroit and now playing in San Antonio.
Sherelle Allen's bucket makes it an 81-53 game. Lady Vols, and here's the long ball by a local product. Smallbone, Cynthia Smallbone doesn't go. Cindy Smallbone. Here's a lead pass up court to Barlow, down low to Erica Williamson, who actually played on the state championship high school teams in 2 states. One in New York State, then her dad and family on a job change moved to North Carolina. She played on a state championship team in Carolina. Sydney Smallbone played across the street at South Bend St. Joe's High, gets the ball out. Tennessee, I guess, working the clock down now with this commanding lead.
At this point, just work their offense. They've been very patient when they've needed to be today in their half-court offense.
Tomorrow on the Amazing Race, the final 4 teams square off in the streets of Japan. Who will survive the hardest challenges yet? All new Amazing Race tomorrow after 60 minutes. Talia Gaines with the ball for Notre Dame. Irish unable to get anything going from the arc. Defense is too quick, too good. It comes out and stops him. Here's Allen looking for a shot. Pulls up off the jump.
Sherelle Allen is such a key for this team because she can do that. When no one else can get their offense going, she can create little pull-up jumper. They just needed a lot more from Barlow today as well to get her shot going.
Yeah, Sherelle Allen's been a bright light on a long day for the Irish. He has 15 points today. But with 4 minutes left, here's a great reject by the freshman Devereaux Peters.
Both Allen and Devereaux Peters have really performed well today.
A steal. Talia Gaines against Auguste puts too much on it, and Auguste rebounds. So Talia Gaines had a breakaway but couldn't get it down off the dribble. Shannon Bauer with the ball. She can go right by it. She is terrific with the ball. Auguste goes long range. Rebound caroms to side court. And Sydney Smallbone apparently was bumped and fouled on the play with 3:23 left to play.
The all-new Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
Cholesterol. It can come from a casserole, creamy tuna and peas, and your grandmother, Louise, from Mom's lasagna, extra cheesy, and your pop, Petey. A healthy diet is important. When that's not enough, adding Vytorin can help. Cholesterol comes from 2 sources, food and family. Vytorin treats 2 sources. Only Vytorin helps block the absorption of cholesterol from food and reduces the cholesterol your body makes naturally. Vytorin was also proven in clinical studies to lower bad cholesterol more than Lipitor alone. Vytorin is not for everyone, including people with liver problems, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Tell your doctor right away about unexplained muscle pain or weakness, which may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Certain medicines or foods may increase your risk of getting this serious side effect. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. So eat right, stay active, but if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Vytorin, the only medicine that treats the 2 sources of cholesterol.
You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you.
Chevy Malibu, the car you can't ignore.
On a new cold case.
This one may be related to prior bombings in the city.
One angry sociopath.
Back at Notre Dame today, Chevrolet players of the game are freshman Angie Bjorklund of Tennessee, 21 points on 7 of 9 3-point shooting. And freshman Devereaux Peters of Notre Dame has come off the bench to score 10 and 5 of 9 shooting. In recognition, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund, Chevy and American Revolution. Here's Angie Bjorklund. What a day she's had. 9.8 points a game is her average. Doesn't get to the free throw line often, but when she does, she hasn't missed yet this season. The beat goes on at Tennessee. They keep getting the great ones.
Year after year after year. Angie Bjorklund, player of the game. Candace Parker obviously could have been it as well. And the perimeter players are Parker's best friend. When they come out early on like Tennessee did today, like Bjorklund did today, and hit those outside shots, it relieves so much pressure from Candace Parker, because then she can't get triple teamed and double teamed as frequently.
Here is Gaines driving out to Devereaux Peters. Line drive jump shot. Candace Parker coming off that first half suspension against DePaul the other night. And right back in peak form.
Yeah, she missed curfew on New Year's Eve, and her punishment doesn't matter who you are for Pat Summitt's team. Her punishment was to not play the entire first half against DePaul, and the team didn't miss a beat. They played great. Candace came in the second half and still scored 17 points, had a great performance in front of all of her hometown fans. But Pat Summitt is known to have very strict rules, and she's clearly enforcing them.
Well, as Pat Summitt told us, Rebecca, she said the only thing that Candace Parker's ever done wrong before is stay too long in the gym.
Right.
Shoot all day. And also an excellent student, CP3 they call her. Candace Parker, number 3 from Naperville, Illinois. Going for back-to-back Player of the Year honors. Won the Wooden Award last year, the Wade Trophy. The shelf is full at the Parker household. Here's Leckleitner. There's her brother Anthony playing from the NBA with Toronto. And here's a driving shot with the left hand. Nicely done. Melissa Leckleitner from nearby Mishawaka, Indiana. They keep moving the ball.
There's obviously some things that Notre Dame will want to work on, whether it's in their defense or offense, execution sets. One thing, they did not play scared today, and they came out with a lot of heart. Their effort was there. They just, couldn't keep up with Tennessee.
No, they couldn't overcome Angie Bjorklund. He came out firing threes, hit 4 of 4 threes, and that built the early lead for the Lady Vols, and they haven't looked back, up 85-59 now with 2:18 to play. We're going to take a look at the Lady Vols' upcoming schedule. They sell out arenas everywhere they go. Chicago was sold out a long time ago. There's a great game coming up against Auburn. Nell Fortner in our studio today. She's looking at this with great interest.
Yeah, I'm sure she's
doing some game planning.
Really excited for that meeting.
First on her list to guard the arc against Angie Bjorklund. 2:10 to play. Tennessee commanding lead and with the ball. Irish still contending, trying to get it back. Pull-up jumper. Rebound comes down to Notre Dame. Mallory has it. Here is Sherelle Allen, who's played very well for the Irish and gets off the dribble. Third game of our CBS triple header coming up next. Louisville at Kentucky. Stay tuned for that, as right now Tennessee again works the clock with a lot of ball movement. Down to 1:30 to play. Pull-up jumper up and down, nicely done by Alex Fuller, who hit for 17 first half points in the last game for the Lady Vols at DePaul.
Doesn't matter who's in the ballgame for Tennessee. Unselfish play, working their offense well, making the extra pass.
Notre Dame still a let's go Irish chant. Here's a drive to the basket. Rebound comes down to Alberta Auguste. Tennessee will now walk it up as we're inside a minute to play. Tennessee coming in ranked number 3 in the country. But that's going to change as the weeks go on. They'll be back up where they usually are. Often are number 1.
They will be at number 2 in the next poll, and have to see what happens with our UConn-Purdue game tomorrow, but don't imagine that Purdue will be able to pull the upset off there.
Lead pass has too much on it. Shannon Baba with tremendous ball control. She is as good a handle as you're going to see.
She's so low to the ground, she can control it.
A lot of time for action there. The left hand that she's got. Now game clock winding down and out. Irish backing off. A very, very impressive win for the Lady Vols of Tennessee. They go to 12-1 on the season. They're waiting their Southeastern Conference opener. Notre Dame goes to 12-2 with the loss today. Our final score, Tennessee 87, Notre Dame 63. Coming up next, it's game 3 of our triple header as Louisville takes on Kentucky. Now for Rebecca Lobo, this is Don Criqui saying so long from Notre Dame as the Lady Vols of Tennessee put out a super show. You've been watching college basketball on CBS Sports, home of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. We'll join Gus Johnson in New York after these messages.
Hey, Derek, what's the deal with the special burger?
Well, why don't you try calling it by its proper name, Jason? It's called the Special Secret Double Deluxe Bistro Burger.
I'll be sure to do that. How do you make it?
Well, you get you some raw meat, you ball it up, and put it on a plate.
That sounds gross. Derek? Hey, man, I didn't mean... If you want raw meat on a plate, you got it.
Switch to the network you can trust. AT&T. Get our exclusive smartphones, now only $99.99.
This isn't about grabbing a bite. It's about a bite grabbing you. Because when Fridays gets a hold of your appetite, we're not letting go. We're going to bring on the flavor until your taste buds explode like fireworks. We're going to drizzle glazes and pour on smoky salsas. We're going to pan, fry, saute, and dream up dishes that have never been created before. 3 courses, new tastes, totally up to you for just $12.99. Friday's 3-course menu is back. Gimme more Fridays.
Can Roger Clemens hit Mike Wallace's fastball?
How about a lie detector test?
Find out when you see the big interview on 60 Minutes tomorrow.
Welcome to the road to the Final Four. Gus Johnson in New York. A reminder, coming up, it's the final game of our triple header coverage. A men's basketball matchup between Louisville and Kentucky. And in the game you just saw, Tennessee beat Notre Dame 87-63. And joining me once again, Auburn head coach Nell Fortner. You played these guys on Thursday. Tennessee pounding Notre Dame. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They just have players all over the place. But Angie Bjorklund today, the freshman, tremendous from the three-point line. So Candace Parker got a lot of help, although she was great too.
All right, so let's go back to the arena where Don Criqui is standing by with head coach Pat Summitt in South Bend.
Thank you, Gus. Well, Pat, really a tour de force performance. Tremendous basketball by your team. I don't know how many can beat you.
Well, obviously we came in with a loss, but I think this basketball team learned volumes from their first defeat, and they've been really focused and played well together. I'm really proud of them, Don.
Right now, we're going to go over in a minute to hear Angie Bjorklund. You said to her a minute ago after you hit the 7 threes, she can't guard Coach, but she can shoot.
Well, I tease her all the time just to challenge her on the defensive end. But she's a solid defender. But the main thing is she's got such great shooting touch, and she has great offensive composure. And that's something that really settles down our basketball team because we've got obviously a lot of aggressive players, but she brings a lot of poise to the game.
Well, great job, Pat, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
Pat Summitt, head coach of the Lady Vols. Now let's go to Rebecca Lobo.
All right, here with Candace Parker. Candace, before the DePaul game, Pat Summitt said you guys hadn't played a complete 40 minutes. What has changed since that Stanford loss right before the Christmas break?
I think we realized that it was we were able to have another year, and it's a new year, and our New Year's resolution was to just play hard for 40 minutes and become a 40-minute team.
You get double and triple teamed inside. Angie comes out able to hit so many three-pointers early. How does that change things for you when she's able to open things up from the outside?
You know, she's a shooter. She came to Tennessee, everybody knew she was a shooter, and I'm just really proud of her. She stepped up big as a freshman, and she's done exactly what we've asked her to do.
All right, Candace, congratulations. Thank you. Angie, you come in as a freshman, able to start for this team. How have you been able to mesh so well with a group of veterans that won a national championship last year?
I think it's really easy because we got 5, 6 seniors out there, and right from the beginning, they showed me the way, and in this game in particular, they were tripling Candace, and I was just hitting open shots, and just, I mean, having 5 players out there who can score, it makes it easy, so.
I know it opens things up when they double and triple team Candace, but how were you able to get the barrage of threes going, especially in the first few minutes?
I think it was just getting warmed up before the game and just getting mentally prepared. Our team talked about that before the game, and I think that helped me a lot. So,
congratulations, great game. Over to you, Gus Johnson.